Hey, it's Steve O here with my Knowledge Broker, and we're reviewing the 7 ways to make goal setting easy. So, as we talked about, 95% of the people don't set goals. We talk about one of the reasons being fear of failure, criticism, or humiliation. This inhibits our success, but goals can change your life. Absolutely change your life. Now, a little further in the book, we talk about SMART goals, and we use the acronym SMART to call the goals that we build inside of our goal program. They have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. If you can measure it, you can achieve it. From there, we said creating small steps out of bigger goals will make them easier to achieve. Prioritizing goals will also make them easier to achieve. You monitor your progress as you go. You got to be able to measure. You celebrate your successes and you adjust when necessary to keep them relevant. So now the lesson we want to talk about today is the types of goals, A, B, or C type goals. So let's put this on a graph. So on our graph, we've got our starting point in the bottom corner, and time will run out horizontally, and we've got awareness on the vertical plane. So as we talk about setting goals, an A type goal. Okay, an A type goal probably won't take much time. Something like cleaning out the garage. If you can take the time to clean out the garage and you set that as a goal, this is what we're going to get done this weekend. Well, that's perfect. That's a great goal. Let's clean up the garage. Let's organize things. Let's get things a little clearer up here as you organize your life, starting with the garage. That's a great goal, but it's an A type goal. Always good to set A type goals to get things done, right? Now, if we consider a B type goal, in my particular case, a B type goal for me was getting my life insurance license. I spent years selling private investments, mostly real estate, really enjoyed the business, and I wanted to offer more of a service to my clients. So I asked them about life insurance, and I decided, okay, well, I'm going to get my life insurance license. Well, in order to do that, I had to study. It took about 6 months, as I remember. So there was study time. So I got to sacrifice something to make up that time. So I sacrificed playing golf. I sacrificed some time with the family. I sacrificed my early morning rituals and put the study in where I could get it during the day. But I studied every day. And then I took the test and then I became licensed with life insurance. And it was a B type goal. It stretched me a little bit, but I knew I could do it. And that's a B type goal. It'll stretch you a little bit. So we've covered the A, we've covered the B now. Now, when we talk about a C type goal, well, that is something worth reaching. And as we talk about a C type goal, for me, it's starting a business. I've had a pretty long journey. I think I've probably had 37 jobs in my life, my last count, and some of them very short lived, of course, but some of them, were extended. I think the longest time I ever worked for a company was 10 years. And I've been an entrepreneur now since 2009. So that's going on 15 years. So I do enjoy it. Got a lot of ups and downs, but my C type goal coming out of it is to start a business. And here I am in my own business. So very exciting. And that's the C type goal. Now, to get to a C type goal, it's a bit of a challenge. And here's the challenge. As you decide, you're going to set this C type goal and work towards it. You're going to get here and you're going to bump your head on the limits of your awareness. Because awareness, someone's going to say something to you. Someone's going to laugh. And this will become the terror barrier. You're going to decide, oh, somebody laughed at me. They don't think I can start a business. What am I thinking anyway? Yeah, you're probably right. This terror barrier is what we also call a paradigm. And a paradigm is a set of beliefs that you've inherited growing up. You've inherited from your family, you've inherited from school, and you've inherited from your own thoughts. Inside of that is, a lot of self-doubt, kind of fear. So you got to know that some of those beliefs got to be challenged. So when you decide to challenge them and you start setting goals and you set that A type goal and you achieve it, hey, that felt pretty good. And then you set a B type goal, and hey, you got that 6 months later and you've just increased your pay by 20%. Awesome. I feel much better now about what I'm doing. But I'm not going to tell anybody about my C type goal because that scares the shit out of me. And that's the type of goal you want to live for, because that's the type of goal that's going to make you feel full. But most people let fear get in the way and self-doubt. And I'm here to tell you that when you bump your head on the limits of your awareness and you realize, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. That's the time to dig in. That's the time to push through the terror barrier, get to that C type goal. You'll be so happy when you do, and you'll get there. You just got to start, just got to start and determine what it is you want. And getting to a C type goal, well, that's worth living a good life for. And that, as you can see, we've extended out the timeline and it's a little further up the level of awareness. It's beyond the terror barrier. And when you get there, you'll be able to do anything. And that's what they always told me. I was I was a welder in a paper mill in my hometown and just a young man, just getting started in life. And one of the journeymen there who I'd get to work with quite often said, Steve, we're welders. We can do anything. And I used to laugh, and not really understand what he was trying to tell me. But the idea was that of all the trades, we all learn to measure, we all learn to use tools, and we all learn different things. But if you can do all that and weld means taking time under the helmet and running a puddle of molten metal, keeping it in place. And if you can do that, well, what can't you do? And after a while, it started to sink in. So C-type goals, man, I've pushed through a lot of terror barriers. And I've come to the point where I really don't give a when it comes to what someone thinks about me. The only thing that I want to know is that I think I'm okay, right? And that's what you got to think about you. So setting goals is a priority. I would say we should teach this in school. We should teach the kids to set goals and live by them. Know what you're working towards. And whether that's a 1 week goal, 6 month goal, or a 6 year goal. Know what the type is and know where you're going and set it up in a smart way. You'll be glad you did. So remember, when you change the way you think of things, the things you think of change.